Hello everyone, morning. Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing? Okay, let me just sort out my watch list, the grid. Just sorting a few things out, guys. Just give me a few minutes. Okay. Guys, if you do you guys have anything else watching apart from the watch list? Right, guys, let's get down to business. Let's talk about the gappers. I see a huge gap. This is supposed to be a phase 3 result. See, the thing is, fundamentally looking and logically looking, I should be shorting this. I should be short biased, but I'm going to keep an open-minded sort of approach on IC. If I can, I will prefer shorting it. But the problem is, if you start to have quite a strong bias on one-sided on these things, you can get pretty much in a bad shape. But on this one, guys, if you are trading it for someone like let's say Jay, keep an eye on that 15. That should be your oh shit handle. Um, you know what I mean. In fact, anything over 1450s, I will consider a bit of an oh shit handle there. So I will be looking to short it if it does provide us a nice opportunity. But if it starts to bring in some volume and starts to break 1450s and 15s, especially out, no way I'm going to be looking for shorts on this until it comes back in under 15s later down the line. So initially, we'll be looking to short it, but I want to make sure that I wait for it at least 10-15 minutes, give it some time, let it chop around, and then continue. Now it might never give us a chance, it might fade off, but that's okay. I'm willing to take that risk for me to avoid that chop. Okay, so that's IC. Same thing with GEVO, um, GEVO. Yesterday basically had a really strong day. Some news behind it. It's just it's not gapping up. It's not a gapper. It should be here, but on this one, guys, the yesterday's highs around 820s, 830s will play a massive part on this. If it starts to trade close to that, and we will watch it as it approaches that level. Now it could easily reverse from there. Again. Fundamentally speaking, I'm not really biased. I just don't want to have bias on it. So if it starts breaking 830s, I will look to long it. That is our area, guys. 825s to 830s. Yeah, that's our zone. If it starts to break that out, we will start to look for a long. But if it starts to reject from there, I would really like this to pop up. Maybe around 810s, 815s, and then start fading off under VWAP. So in that case, we will look for shorts as well. Right, so that is the plan with the gappers. What else do we have? VICI is interesting, guys. It's quite strong stock, as you can see. But this is the only day I see that is a huge change relative to its price action on daily. So keep an eye on this. This could provide us with some shorting opportunities. It's beaten down. I think there's some bad news behind it, but as it's doing right now, is actually a good thing. because I wanted to do that. I wanted to pop up and start failing off of 30s, 29.90s around here, which is already doing, unfortunately. So I would really like it to pop up around 30s, and I want to see how it reacts, even here 29.90s when it opens. So that'll be interesting to watch for possible shorts on it. Bbig, we knew the drill. It's been active since last 2 weeks. It does provide quite a lot of opportunity, but also I would say quite a lot of chop as well. So I'm going to be careful trading this bad boy. AMC, let's get rid of that. Yesterday's markings. AMC is coming back up to that area that we discussed a few days ago, the area we were watching for the 780s. It's over that area. I think it's strong, especially with GME finishing like that yesterday. I believe it's because of the it could be because of the earnings, but anyways, so GME finished up quite strong, so I will expect a little bit of a follow through, especially the way AMC's daily looks. It looks really nice. So ideally I want to be longing this AMC, guys. I'll be careful shorting it unless it's quite apparent. So that's pretty much it. Afrm, not too crazy about it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this off, guys. I don't like the daily on it. Afrm, I've taken it off. And Sprt, we might get some fade off on this as well. This could provide us with something, but if you're trading Sprt, sometimes it could be spready. So watch that spread. Don't hit the market orders. Ater. It's exactly a replica of yesterday's, the other day's close, very similar. So keep an eye on that. This could potentially provide us with some decent opportunities. Ater, both ways. I'm not too biased on it. I prefer it to be coming up to 11s, and if it starts to fail off of there as well, then there might be nice opportunity on Ater, guys. So this could provide us with nice shorting opportunities. But if that 11 starts to break and if it starts to hold, then forget about the shorts. RKLB yesterday did really well, 1630 to 21s, and anybody know why this moved yesterday? We haven't got much time to know, but I'll find out anyways. So it's rejecting off of yesterday's highs. As you can see, it's yesterday's highs to the tick. It touches there and then reverses off. Quite a bad rejection from that zone. So I would say definitely might give us a chance for nice shorting opportunity. RKLB. Okay, I'll look at that, Jay, in a minute. And then yes, for this one maybe shorting, but it's extremely strong with the way it finished is extremely strong. So we're just going to be careful if we're going to take that. CCG, I have kept this. It's gapping up. If it does give me a chance to short, I will, but not so keen on this. And then GME. Personally, I would take GME out and keep AMC, guys. That's what I would do. Let's have a look at AEHR. AEHR, okay. Strong daily. Strong daily. We've got 11s that straight away I see 11s, guys. So that is our level. Watch that 11 area, yesterday's high, as well as that being a round number. If that's the same, very similar idea to RKLB, I would say. No, not RKLB. Ater. Ater and AHR, guys. Are they correlated? Are they related? Ater and AHR? Okay, we'll keep AHR here, guys. Same idea between Ater and AHR. We are looking for that 11 area later down the line. All right, we've done that, Jay. Happy? All right, cool. What else? What else do we have? Anything else you want to add, guys? Afrm is gonna go, and I'm gonna put AHR. Awesome stuff. Right. One thing for sure, today being Friday, we are gonna take it easy. We are gonna wait for our setups, especially today, guys. The reason why I say that I don't do well, my data says to me to be extremely careful selecting setups today. So I am gonna do that. I trust my data, so I will be doing that. I will try to wait 10 minutes if I can after the open. But if you can't, start slow and control your risk. Again, guys, I will remind you every day, control your risk. Risk is the only thing you can control, right? I think we should put that as our headline or whatever it is, as a motto of the YB. So yeah, let's do that. I will wait 5 minutes to 10 minutes before I pull any sort of trades. Best of luck, and I will see you in the trades itself. Okay, yeah, Silver Surfer, I do agree with you, but yeah, we'll discuss that later. Maybe that's our topic. Let's go to that topic later on, guys. Remind me. It's good to talk about, at least cover one topic, one aspect of trading every day, even if it's a small one or a brief one. It's a good idea to talk about it. All right, guys. I'll see you in about right after the open, guys. Right. All right, guys. I'm here. What did I miss? Quite a lot of things, I guess. So both of the gappers are washing off, which is to be expected. I really want them to bounce back so I can short them. I'm talking about ISEE and GEVO. So specifically GEVO or GEVO, whatever you want to call it. Oh, there's a nice little trade here, 780s. Okay. AMC's, by the way, 4950s. It's already broken the 4980s. And RKLB is coming down as well. Quite a lot of things happening right at the open. Okay, let's have a look. RKLB. Okay, I kind of expected a little bit of a wash off now on this after this move. So I am looking at RKLB, guys, around 20s. Let it pop up to 20s. There could be something there, guys. Come on, GEVO. Okay. Seems like RKLB does not want to give us any chance. We'll just leave it alone. But if it does pop a little bit, guys, 1960s, around that area, let me know. I'm going to watch something else. IC is popping. And that this area here, 1370, is holding nicely. It is a pre-market area. Okay, that's looking interesting. I see. Come on, I see. Ooh, that's a bad rejection. Alright, that rejection is coming from IC, but there's quite a lot of volume coming in, so there might be a short opportunity here with the risk high of day, 1380s. Right, it seems like it wants to break that, guys, so we're gonna be a bit careful. Now I'm just gonna wait on this to give me a bit of a more confirmation. So right about now it wants to break that. We shall see. Yep, there it goes. It broke it. Alright, still watching on that. I am expecting, if it does come back up to 1450s, guys, I want to watch that reaction around 1450s. That will be the level to watch. Right about now 14s is also a level that it could reject from, so I'm watching right about now, and also 1450s. Quite a lot of chop on AMC, as you can see. That's why I don't like to trade this. 50 is holding, but it's coming back, guys, so I think, yeah, it looks strong, guys. It wants to break that 49.50s unless something huge happens here. So we'll see. And what else do we have? SPY's also washing, guys. SPY's also washing. Lovely. Right, guys, IC, not IC, GEVO. Sorry, I might not call it, guys, because I took a bit of an early trade on this. Actually, it's coming back to my entry. So I have taken already around 755s, guys. Shorted 754, 55s with a stop 765s, something like that. 10 cents, only 10 cents on IC. So I've taken a short on IC 755s right over here. Yeah. And then stop is just over 762, 64s. Yeah, IC is quite strong. It is quite strong, so we've got to be. That's why I had to wait on it. As you can see right there, this level here, 1450, is holding nicely, which is quite actually expected. I expected a little bit of a stall there, but now, if we do move from there, if we'll have to find out whether this actually is a rejection or just a little pause. Now, at the moment, it seems like a little bit of a pause before it takes that out. Now, if it does, then short sellers will be big time in trouble. And I mean in trouble, right? So just be careful. And they will only, the other, the only thing they will rely on would be probably 15s. But that's like 50 cents away, so right about now, just be careful if you're shorting this. If it does break that 1458 60s, get out. Get your ass out. I'm still in GEVO, guys. I'm still in GEVO. I don't usually get knocked out of these kind of moves. It wants to scare me, but I'm not to be scared easily. I'll wait for it to close above this level 760, guys. Yeah, I know AMC. This is what I was thinking about AMC. I did mention it looks quite strong. If anything, a long biased on it. And 50 is broken, so it's kind of in the short term it's already decided. Yeah, it was just that daily is beautiful apart from this day. So if it does pull back to 50 and 50 starts to hold, that could be actually an opportunity for a breakout. We discussed that yesterday. So there it goes, IC. So be very, very careful with this, guys. Now here we go, guys. 15 is coming back. Now that's the last resort. If it does break that, then we are looking for probably a good move up on the long side. As you can see, the rejection is quite a big one on that. Okay, that 15 is holding nicely, guys. Right, so I am still in GEVO right here, guys. It's playing around here. It might wick over here. It might go for a wick and then come back in. That's fine. I've got my mental stop here anyways, not a hard stop. I expect a little bit of a wick. In fact, if it does wick back up to there it goes to VWAPs and it starts to fade off, I will add to it. Doesn't even want to go to VWAP, so that's a good sign. This actually, if it does close like this, is a really good sign. So our shorts are doing okay. Okay, ISEE just wants to go. Oh, why did I shoot? Oh, SPY, man. Beautiful trade here. 450s. Uh, yeah, we missed that trade, guys. Oh, massive rejection from 15s IC, guys. It's looking like that 15 wants to hold. There it goes. So now, for me, I'm a bit like concerned that 15 is gonna hold big time. So if I were to long bias or if I were to look for longs on this, I'll be extremely careful. The way it got rejected from 15, that is your telling. That's your sign basically. There it goes. So I am switching my focus from the long side to maybe short side on IC now. The way it rejected from that 15. So any opportunity, we shall hopefully capitalize on it. I'm watching GEVO, GEVO. It's going up to that, as expected, going up to that VWAP area. I want to see how it reacts around the VWAP. As you can see, it's getting rejected. Any pop is getting rejected. So that's a good sign for this short. Slightly a bit of a chase, honestly, but it's okay. It's all good. Yeah, I'm still in it, Andrew, because this one is just gonna a little bit wicky, as I saw here as well. The price action was wicky, so it would have wicked me out if I had kept my hard stop here. So if you had kept your hard stop, this is actually a good sign for it for the short. If you had tightened your stop, remember, you want to use the hard stop if you can't control the mental stop. If you do use the hard stop, give yourself another chance as well once it starts to do things what you expected after the wick. So in this case, you know, we traded right over here anyway, so uh, SPY, if it provides me with my setup, I'll definitely trade it. I'll definitely I love trading SPY once it produces something. But it has to be. It doesn't though. Every day is a chop on SPY. But once I start to see certain specific price actions, then I get interested in it. Today was one of them. There we go. GEVO, come on, let's go. Andrew, this is what I meant. Yes, get chopped up on the small size, very tight risk, and then once it starts to show you that that was just a wick, then maybe re-enter after the rejection here somewhere, and then put your stop over again, hard stop. So you could do that. Right, guys, ISEE could produce something, but it might not as well. This little pause here was an area, but it's still above a VWAP and it's still above 14, so I'm a little bit worried taking early shorts on it. Now, ISEE will, if it does start to drift off under VWAP, it will provide us with some decent opportunities. But the trick is to not really rush with this, right? So let me tell you about GEVO. Now, as you can see, right about now, since we have this little push towards the VWAP and that rejection, that is more viable to me than this, right? Earlier, I wasn't really like, okay, that was just too close anyways. But now you can rely on this little, spike up. As you can see, that was the move. This is what it was expecting. Done its stop run or whatever it needs to do, and now another move coming in, which is this. So looking not too bad. Alright, so ideally I want to just under 7. It's got quite a bit of room, guys. It looks good. Quite a bit of room. I really like it. Just close to 7s will be partial areas, maybe even before that, and then 6, 70s. Looking good. Yeah, why was this break-even trade, Jessica? This shouldn't have been break-even trade. It's actually a winner. That was a really good winner. That's why I was telling this is actually a nice trade if you have taken your setup. Was it tight? Your stop was tight? Yeah, SPY was a beautiful one. Very clean. Very clean. Ah, okay. All right, I got you. Yeah, I was wondering, if you had traded that. That is actually the setup we talked about. You should be taking it. I like, come on. But no, I forgot that. Yeah, you have one of the smaller accounts, but that's fine. It's very big now. So we're talking about SPY, isn't it? Right, guys. I feel like IC is a bit early, but right about now, just still a bit early with IC. However, GEVO is doing well. GEVO is doing well. Looking good on GEVO. By the way, Andrew, did you manage to get in, or you just got spiked out and you just left it alone? Ooh, I see, I see. I'm really tempted to short it, guys, with a stop over 1430s. 1410s is the entry. Really tempted to short it, but It could be still early though. Just gonna wait up on it, guys. I would really like it to break that VWAP. Let's just be sure on this, because you never know. Because this could be, it looks like this is a healthy pullback to the VWAP, and if it starts to climb up 1450s, then you know, shorts are in trouble again, because it's trying to get back to 15s. I doubt that it will be easier for it to break that 15, but still, you know, if it does start to break 1440s, 50s, then yeah, it could create problems. But since I'm not taking it, it's gonna run now. You will see. It's gonna break that 14 and it's gonna go 1350s. That's how it works. Okay, so you didn't re-enter. Okay, that's fine. Alright, okay, so GEVO is doing well, guys. GEVO is doing well. About time you take some out if you're doing partials. But for people who are targeting, I would try to target at least 720s, maybe even 710s, 705s. So that's actually quite a reasonable target for GEVO, and that's my opinion, anyways. Ooh, AMC looks AMC. Let's do that again, guys. If you haven't noticed. So similar to what we were drawing yesterday. GEVO is looking good. GEVO, GEVO, GEVO. Come on, Jeeves. Awesome stuff. That's a really good, actually 725 is a good area to take the partial. Lovely partial. I haven't taken anything out. I'm just a bit greedy on it. Sorry, guys. But definitely 725 I would have taken out. Oh, look at this. Look at that, guys. Just when I've created that head and shoulder. Look at this. I wish I had a setup. I just didn't have the setup. That's the thing. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. That's why you don't want to have extreme bias, guys. If you have a very strict, rigid bias, you would not have seen this short. You wouldn't have seen the head and shoulders at all, because your mind will filter that out, because you are looking for longs. See, that's why you need to be always open-minded. Never have that strong bias. Yes, you should have at the back of your mind. Yes, daily is strong, this and that, all that. But once it starts to show something, you shouldn't ignore it as well. Just like I did here. Nice head and shoulder. Boom. That was a trade. There's just a live example of that hold. ISEE is on the menu, yes, but still I would say a little bit choppy. Still hanging around that VWAP. I needed to just leave that VWAP. You see buyers coming in, so VWAP becoming a zone for it to actually get some liquidity. A lot of orders around VWAP. So what it will do is it will push towards VWAP and then come back in, push towards VWAP, come back up. So as you can see, there you go. So it took out everything from VWAP and now it's trying to fly again. So we want to consider VWAP as a zone, not just a number. So let's say we've got VWAP zone here. What it did was it just took out everything. Yeah, this squeeze is coming on this, guys. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yeah, definitely a squeeze coming, as you can see. Over here, guys, a lot of short sellers are stuck now. This will run, in my opinion. This will run. That 15 got taken out, and at the moment it just doesn't have anything else. So it will be interesting to watch this. I see. That's why we waited, guys. As you can see, that's exactly why we waited. I wasn't looking at longs. I'm just not really happy about the breakout. As it's breaking out, it's not really sort of having that nice finish. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of wicks. That's really bothering me. But with these kind of stocks, you might get that. So ideally, if it had better close than this, that pullback to 15 would have been your entry long actually. And then adding over 1540 because the squeeze, another squeeze will be micro pullback will be in play, and then break of 1555s is gonna squeeze more. So right about now, pulling back to 15s is a zone. Anyways, this breakout is a zone area. Pull back to it, and then longs here. But the thing is, this wick is not helping. I see now. Now that's a proper pullback. That's a proper pullback. Now if it does reject from there, yeah. Right, guys. I'm looking to long this thing, but not right now. I'm waiting for that 1530s to get taken out. If it does come back with the way it's trading, if it does come back up to 1530s over, I will take long with the stop 1480s. Quite a bit of stop, guys. We're talking 50 cents stop, but obviously you'll have to adjust your positioning according to that. Okay, get ready. I think it might move 1530s. I'm waiting for that 1530s to break, guys, and then I'm gonna take long. Yeah, it's kind of rejecting from that. That's not a good sign for a for that continuation. Now, if this 1480 is holding, then it might be 15 over 1520s, 1530s. There's a chance. Volume decreasing is not an issue as long as this is holding. So volume decrease is a good thing for a long, potential long. Why? Because so basically a lot of less shorting, less selling coming in on the pullback, and more buying coming in on the main move. So you actually want that low volume on the pullback, which is kind of okay. But now what we want is if it starts to break up here, we want to bring in more volume. But if it does break for 1480s, if it does break and stays below it, then it might be off. Yeah, you see 1480s break. So this rejection wasn't really good. So it's trying to squeeze, but it's failing somehow. So we are getting a lot of short sellers. You see the volume coming in now on the break of. So this rejection is actually staying at the moment. See, if this volume didn't came, it probably wouldn't have been able to break this 1480s. But because this volume came in, so a lot of pressure from the selling side, that's what made it broke that level that we were watching. Now, if it does come back up, I will still consider taking long 1530s, but I doubt that it will. We'll see anyways. We have still early. One thing you have to remember, guys, should not forget, is that on this one, be extremely careful shorting now, because it'll be extremely front side. Why do I say that? Because it's a gap up, big gap up, and it's actually staying, outside of the first of all open, and then second of all is trading above the VWAP. So if any of those that doesn't get broken down, there's no shorts on it. That's my 2 cents on it. So if first thing that the VWAP needs to get broken, not like this, needs to break and starts trading under. That's when we can short this. When it comes to shorting now, when it comes to longs, this is our this could be our second pullback and then move above 15s. But if it does hold here, so keep an eye on ISEE. This could be something interesting. Ater is coming back up to. Just paying too much attention to that. Ater is breaking the highs. What is it looking like? 1, 2, 3. Quite a bit of extension there, but 1150 could pose a problem. So let's say our 1150 is there and it's broken now, and we're gonna watch this as if this is a breakout trade. Okay, keep an eye on Ater, guys. You see this volume, so that should be giving you some confidence in the breakout. Now, on this one, if it does give us some entry later on, if on this zone, it would be really nice. But if it doesn't, then that's fine. Sorry, if the VC breaks 200 EMA, is there a trade 200 EMA? Uh, to VC. No, I'm not trading that. It could. There could be, but the problem with this is look at the daily chart. It's gone from 32 to 29. Uh, I If it does wash off, it wouldn't be as much. So RR is not quite there, but Ater is quite looking interesting. It's actually bounced off of here, so there might be opportunity here with that low being the stop right over here now. Actually, I want to try some Ater. Ater for a trying Ater for long. Stop under 1130s, 1140s. Very small stop, guys. Okay, so this might be a bit early, guys, but I have taken some long around this area. But I put my stop just under 1140s. So I want to see how it reacts under that. If it does break it, then I'll get out on the close of the break, not on the wick. So, and then if it does break 1170s, I might add to that. But this is a very tiny risk. This could easily be a fake out because, as I mentioned, it's still early. That's why I'm giving myself some more chance to add, which is 1160s. And if it does start to break above that, I'll add more. Yeah, it looks like it wants to, fake out. But let's see if this closes like that. Ater. So now on this one, guys, since it actually did a wick, I want to put my stop under 1130s. If it does take that out, then there's no breakout there. So yes, stop is under 1133s. If it does hit that, it's about 2 almost. Okay, I'm waiting for it to get hit. 33s, yeah. 33s. Right over here, I'm out, guys, because it's a fake breakout, as you can clearly see. Well, at least for now. So that's done. Yeah, not much of a risk there. I went in with small size because I was gonna add here. Ooh. $11.33. Yes, that's the one. Now it's gonna go up and start breaking up, Andrew, because we're both out, aren't we? AMC. Not very strong. Yeah, the Ater is gonna do that thing, isn't it? Ater. What is ISEE doing? ISEE. ISEE. It's not very clear, but this is also a head and shoulder pattern I see here. I might be wrong, might be too early, but so if you do take any trades, your stop will be here. I might try the Ater again, guys. Come on, Ater. Obviously, it's gonna do that, right? The only thing working for me is GEVO. I haven't taken anything out. It's looking good. If it does go for one more wash, I will take some out for sure. But it's yeah, it's doing well. My stop is, it could be on break even. I could bring it down just about 760s. But yeah, if it does wash to sevens, I will take some out. Even under 720s. You see, the thing is with long trades, a lot of people say just flip your setup. It doesn't work like that. Longs are different animal, shorts are completely different animal. You have to understand that. See, with the longs, small tight stops don't work. That's one thing. That's what I've observed anyways with my setups. You need much bigger room. And even if you take the same setup, flip it to the upside, you still need more room. I don't know why that is. It's to do with probably emotions. But with shorting is completely different. Like I could have sometimes 5 cents stop, and it works out fine. Andrew, we're gonna just watch it go to probably 14 now. That's what's gonna happen. Look at my exit. That exit is just like, that's a top tick. I love it. Anyways, by the way, you have to realize that it is Friday. I don't know. I did mention as well before, I usually go with like 50% of positions on Fridays and Mondays, so I can handle 2, 3, 4 back-to-back losers. But when I catch one, that's gonna cover pretty much all of it. But I'm not going into this whole thing with that mentality though. No. If I go into trading with this kind of mentality where I'm gonna make it in one trade, that's not gonna look good. ISEE, by the way, now might be, you see that head and shoulder actually is playing out now. Head and shoulder is kind of confirmed after this. So still, I would say I'm just gonna wait up on this before taking shorts. And now I'm short bias for sure, but I want to really wait for this pull. What is this VWAP bloody thing needs to be under. So the price needs to be trading under VWAP, ideally under 14. So we shall see. Exactly, yeah, Andrew. That's it does like, for example, this is a perfect example. You know, I could have easily put my stop under here somewhere, but in hindsight, you can say that easily. It's very easy to say that in hindsight, but you you have to remember, if you have a setup, and if you say that, well, I'm gonna have my mental stop unless it creates some sort of a rejection. Now this was a rejection for me, even though brief. But then that's when I decided, well, this area is clear enough for me to put my stop under, my hard stop under. It's worth that risk. So that's why I use this bar. And in fact, on my setup, if it does come back too much under the breakout point, there shouldn't be any trade anyways. So that's why that stop, I am gonna definitely stand by it. Obviously, after whatever happens, we don't know. It could easily come down, and you know. So we have to look at it from a non-biased perspective. Okay, okay, 8 year. I'm just gonna watch you go to 14 now. Ater. But can you see the idea was there, but it just messed with us. That's all. By the way, this breakout area is still valid. What I mean by that is later down the line, if it does come back at any point to this level, and if it does hold, that could actually provide with some long opportunities there. Full positions. uh, don't worry. I will get you there. I know what you mean though. AMC is looking like a nice little long. Not very clear, but earlier I was looking at it, wasn't very interesting. But right now, it looks like it's got some volume coming in. Might be something there. The daily is looking really strong. Hasn't moved as much as I thought it was gonna move. Over 50. Uh, could be interesting. Yeah, it looks good. $5.92. It'd be interesting to watch that 51 area, guys. This here on AMC. This zone here. Keep an eye on that if it does break it. That's some ugly looking chart, but yeah, that's some ugly looking chart. VICI, nope. Ater, not yet. Ooh, What a trade. SPY. That's the trade I missed. That's what would have made up. Look at that. Look at that. Let's say worst case scenario, 25 cents over 450 was your risk. And awesome. Nope, 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 nope. No, I'm gonna take AEHR off. Doesn't interest me whatsoever. Okay, guys. On ISEE, I want to take a short right about here. ISEE. I'm gonna try my first short on ISEE 1438s with a stop 1460s. So I got 35, so that's fine. Got it. Short ISEE, still early, but I have my risk set to 1461s, and this one I can't play around with, guys. I'm gonna keep this as my hard stop. I'm not gonna play around with this because it's too risky to put a mental stop, and I'm not watching it like a hawk. If I was, I would have put this on mental, but at the moment I've got few trades running, so I need to be careful. Most cases I put a mental stop in, most 90% of the time. But in certain cases I will put it, in this case for example, because I don't trust it. See here, right over there is my mental stop and entry 1435s. Usually I'll just keep that mental stop if it does break above it and start trading above. I don't want to just get wicked out of the trade like that. You see that? Because it has happened to me quite a lot of time. I just lost count. So I've decided to actually really work on my mental stops. It was really difficult. It was extremely difficult because you have to be extremely disciplined to be able to pull that off, because that one trade that you don't really exit when it starts to go against you, that's when you really have trouble. Yeah, this might have been a bit too early, guys. We'll find out. Yeah, with volatile stock you are actually most likely to get a slippage on the hard stop. Not mental stop. Hard stop you would like to get more likely, because once it broke that area, let's say for example you have a stop here, this probably would have gotten you out right there 1487 instead of 1474, right? But if you had waited, obviously it does wick out and come back in. Now if you decide to exit here, that's fine. Right, guys, this is not doing thingy. I'm out on this. R stop 1460, around 63s, 64s. Might be too early, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it until it settles down. Typical Friday. Typical. Yeah, GEVO is yeah, it is, but doesn't have that much momentum. So I expect a little bit of a pullback is healthy on this. If it does come back to 750s, then I would likely to probably add some. I'm waiting for it to pop up to this area here, this zone, 740s, 750s. My stop is around break even anyways, so it's all good. Yeah, Andrew, it seems like today is one of those days that we hit that third red trade very quickly. I might have hit that, but the thing with me is I am still in GEVO, so it doesn't count as a red trade. In fact, it's a winner, so I'm fine. I got chopped around a lot today as well. Quite a few trades. ISEE missed quite a few as well. No, SPY is not gonna help GEVO. SPY is not gonna help. SPY is only gonna help the big boys. It's gonna drag big boys with it. Usually, small. Nah, it doesn't matter really. SPY what it does. Yes, it does sometimes, but not specifically. Like if you look at a SPY, let's say, well, SPY right now. Have a look at that. Right now, if I put Apple, if it loads, have a look at that. If I put Tesla, you see, quite similar sort of scenarios, right? So what I mean by that is SPY is um, usually that's not always true, but usually it's it just drags the other ones, the big ones. Yeah, that bloody Ater. Don't even mention that, please. Don't. By the way, listen. Just hear me out here. Remember what I told you about the if it does pull back and hold? Well, that's your pull. That's your pullback and hold, guys. Remember the price being in the zone? Yeah, 1150s. Look, to the tick. To the tick. So your trade was here. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ater's going for a squeeze. Well, it's already gone for a squeeze, but so I'm thinking maybe 14s. Yeah, 1450s. Um, Solid, did you manage to get in Ater second time after being scratched out? On this one, the little wicked out. Did you manage to get another one? Silver, if you have taken 33% is a bit, you're leaving too much. I would just leave 50% now. Because it's already gone so much from our entry that, you know, you gotta have at least 50% left, not more than that. Or have you got 30%, 33% left? That's even better, actually. My today's result is gonna rely on GEVO. Unbelievable. I have a 60. Okay, I will reduce down another 30%. It might be a bit late though. It's about to pull back a bit. So yeah, I will leave it at least 50% or less than that. Now, don't get me wrong, it could run, but you know, probability. What are the probabilities? Well, have a look. Let's just analyze that. Yesterday it moved similar price. Sorry, was it Wednesday? And Thursday it had a similar move. And today it's already done the same amount of move it did last 2 days ago. So, what are the probabilities of this? Yes, I say that it's gonna hit 14, but you have to understand that I joke around about that, right? Um, 14 is possible, on a serious note, but expect a little bit bigger pullback on this one now to at least 12, right? So, isn't it a better idea to take your 50% position, well, 30, another 30% here, instead of it letting it come down to 12 and then like just having to go through with that whole bloody, you know, pain? You see what I mean? There you go. Yeah, I don't use SMAs. 100, especially 100, I don't use. It could have, but guess what? More than anything, have a look at here. Boom. What is there? That's what it rejected from. And you have to remember, if there is 100 SMA coming up right over at 13, well, that's a strong level for me. I would definitely take some. If I was in this, guys, I would have already been out like the 75% or 70% at least, especially going up to that 13 and the rejection from it over here, 1280s, 1285s, 100%. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think we made silver exit all the position. I think I think we made you scared, silver. Come on, you can't be scared. You already are. I mentioned partials, not everything, right? A beautiful partial area was here, 1265, when I was mentioning, and it looked like it wants to pull back. Now pullback's already done. That's when you took it off. If I hadn't taken it off here, I would have waited here with my stop maybe under 12, something like that. Because you're already in a position where you can actually afford to put your stop 1180s, maybe 1175, maybe under even VWAP, you know? Yeah, sorry, Silver. I think we scared you out of the trade. Might have been a good thing. Might have been a good thing. Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that. You're doing a fine job. Probably better than me. uh, I think the AMC, by the way, guys, looking like a nice short right about here. 50, 70, 51, 50, 70, just over 51. 30 cents though, guys. 30 cents stop. AMC. The only issue is the VWAP here. Yeah. It looks like a short, and there is a setup for it, but I'm not gonna take it. It's just one of those things that's just a like gut feeling. I don't want to take it. Look at this IC. Now, guys, IC. Maybe we're looking for another long on this, guys. I'm gonna try another long on it. It. I know it's a bit early, but it's getting gearing up for that. It is definitely gearing up for that. So IC, keep an eye on that. $14.85s, but you need huge, and like we're talking 50 cents. 14.85s. 53s. I've started early on IC, guys. I've started early. 14. Let me see the price. 1480s. 1480s. Long, by the way. With the stop, I want to leave some room to this. Stop will be under VWAP. So that's why my positioning is quite small on this. I just want to make sure that I leave it enough room for it to work out. Yeah, or one of the reasons, yes, or Now IC could take a long time before it starts to move, but once it starts to, it's gonna go. Chances of a squeeze is quite high on this because no matter whatever happened here, a lot of times, they tried to put it down. They pressurized it to go down. It did, but it came back. Um, Lots of short selling pressure, but it's coming back. You see what I mean? Like, as long as it's holding above VWAP, I think it maybe not now. Later down the line, it might have that squeeze we're waiting for. So I'm watching closely 15 level. If it starts breaking that, that might actually bring in more buyers. So yeah, that's why I have a little bit of a room on the stop. APLS. Or is that a competition? Could be a competition. Anyways, our GEVO has is on a neutral at the moment. It needs to find that gear again to go down. I'm just waiting on GEVO to give me something nice, and also ISEE. Just chopping around basically between this zone here. As I said, it will take a while for it to break that 15. Once it comes back to that, yep, that's what I'm waiting for. So just gonna wait on that as well as the other one. I just don't like what GEVO is doing at the moment because it's just taking too long. Maybe it's because it's quiet time Friday, but the thing is, if it's curling back up like that, then yeah, just still gonna wait for a VWAP, guys. The thing is, these things, it I will if it does pop towards VWAP 750s, and I might even add to it, because if it does bring in some momentum, that could be one of those last gap spikes, and then rejection. But I will definitely watch it really closely if it does that. So it could either do, if it does wake up, it could either pop towards 750s and reject from it, or it could start to break down 720s with some momentum. So something has to happen on this for me to get interested. So I will keep it on the side, but watching it closely if it does go to 750s and if it does go below 720s. Anything before that is not interested. Just gonna keep my stop at break even just in case. And IC is just yeah, just doing its thing, isn't it? If we didn't have this much move on Ater, I would have definitely taken on this rejection of 12, this bar here long, with a stop under 12. So it would have been a nice little shot. But the thing is, it's quite extended. Yep. Yeah, that's why you listen to your gut feeling. That would have been a loser. That short, this here, would have been a loser. So I have won a trade there. Now it's made up its mind. Yep. I feel like today might be one of those days. Afternoon might have more action, more follow through. Still waiting on IC long from 1482s, 80s actually, 1480s, and I'm waiting for it to break that 15. Now, once it does, then I can always bring my stop under 1450s, which will give me some nice little tight risk, and kind of looking forward to seeing what it does after it breaks 15s, which is about to. Really, it could be the start of it, but we need that volume to pick up and stay consistent. So once this volume starts to build up and that attacks 15, that's a really good sign for our longs. And don't get me wrong, this 15 area is a huge level. I will not be comfortable if it does break 15s and 1510s and it comes back down. It has to break and stay above. Ideally, a trade around 1520s, 30s. Then I'll be like, okay, we're in a trade, right? So you see the volume? Volume is picking up, guys. That's giving you some hints there. 1, 2, 3, stair stepping. So if we get that stair stepping to continue, it will look good. No, I don't think so. There might have been a little bit effect of that, yes, but not necessarily to a level where I'll actually consider that for my trading decisions. No. SPY, as I mentioned, will pull the bigger names. The correlation is with the big names. Apple, AMD, Tesla, Microsoft, everything that has huge, like, we're talking big caps, right? Large caps. But these ones, especially a gapper that is withstanding, it's open, and is still trading above it. The SPY is not going to have much effect on that. Alright guys, wake me up when ISEE goes to 20 and GEVO goes to maybe 7s. Okay, bloody hell, ISEE. So the rug pull came in it. Where's my exit? 1408. Around that area, guys. Whew. Okay, so ISEE. It's got some momentum. So it has finally decided that it doesn't want to do anything. Breaking above 15 is out of the question. So looking for chances on shorts, looking for shorting opportunities. it might not come. So over here, guys, right about now, if it does pop to 14s, I want it to trade a little bit down here, maybe 2-3 bars, and then if it does pop up around here on the 214s, I would look to short this. We shall see. So it's finally made up its mind. This move is just a deciding factor, at least for now, that yeah, I'm just gonna give up a little bit. So that is that. What is GEVO doing? Okay, GEVO is drifting down a little bit, so that's good. I'm taking short 50-60s, AMC 50-60s, guys. With a stop around 50-80s, so 20 cents short AMC 50-60s. Okay, here 50-60s and the stop over 50-80s right here. So let's have a look. Tight stop on this. Tight stop. Right about there. Okay, on this one, if it does wash off, I will be looking at 50s if it does work. I'm just gonna wait on this to break that area here. Right, so it's broken. Let's have a look. Is it gonna continue? Seems like it wants to continue, so I'm gonna get ready to exit if it does take that high out, guys. 50.89. If it does take that high out, I will exit. But I don't want it to be weak as well. So we're talking over here. So now I'm gonna put my hard stop there, just because it's closed above that, and for it to take out the high, it needs to continue. So 50.88s, around 50.90s. 50.90s. Yeah, it seems like it's gonna take us out. 50.86. Just gonna put my stop 50.90. 50.90 will be my hard stop on this bad boy. On this one, AMC, if it does come back 50.90s, I wouldn't hold off until 51. Ideally, you want to stop over 51s, but since it's spiked up over an area I was watching, and it's trading under it, yes, but it is still spiked up and staying close to it. So as long as it's now it's doing okay, because this is what I mean, like spikes up and then comes back into your level or whatever your thesis is. So this is looking good. That hard stop is okay now, but before that, this hard stop, one, is too tight, right? Second, this wick most likely happens pretty much every time you're going to pull the trigger. So that's exactly why this is a perfect example of like the hard stop versus the mental stop. But now the problem is, what if this closes, and then as soon as this closes and this one comes down and then starts taking out? Are you disciplined enough to actually put that as your hard stop, or are you quick enough to actually exit if it does start to carry on quite fast? That is the main issue I found people struggling with, because once they don't have that hard stop, it's very hard for them to actually manually exit a losing position. Well, at least that's what I used to struggle with a lot. I still do sometimes, don't get me wrong. Alright, that looks like a nice one. So we are 50, 40s, 50. Right, that could be a confirmation, so I might even I'll wait for the ad. I really feel like I want to add here, but I'll wait for it. It's not the time for it. GEVO, by the way, finally. Come on, GEVO. You can do this. I don't know which movie was that where you can do this. There was this guy who was shouting. Anybody remember that movie? Or is it really the hot chick? Hot chick. Might be. Might be. I think it was one of the Adam Sandler's movie where he plays the golf. He plays golf as in it was a basketball or something like that. This guy in the yes, you got it. You can do this. Cut his head. Oh, that was a funny movie. Yeah, I think it's that he was playing golf. Waterboy? It could have been actually. The guy was. Oh, sorry about that, Jessica. Just ISEE got me as well. Honestly. Um, yes, my positioning was managed according to this stop, but I gave up quite a bit on the thingy as well. So that happens. It's trading, it's gonna happen. You're not gonna get perfect entries and exits all the time. So we have to take it up on the chin and just carry on. Nice, nice, nice. 7:15. Sorry, I completely forgot about mentioning these GEVO management. I did take some out as well here, but I completely just didn't mention it because it's just so slow, and I'm expecting if they are short from here, I'm expecting people to be taking partials anyway. So just forgot completely on the risk management, but I'll add to it. I mean, I'll put some markers when I see my platform. Just need to check. Alright, our AMC should be looking good right about now, or maybe not. Okay, AMC, if you do tend to, okay, AMC, I'm gonna really, I really want to add to this 50-55 with a stop. 50-55 AMC 50. you managed to catch ATER, Jessica? Well done. Well done. You managed to stay in the ATER. Well done. But that was a really good trade. But you didn't take anything. Okay. You didn't take anything. Really wanted to add it there, AMC. I probably will regret that. Come on, get ready. AMC is about to flush down to 50. Come on, anytime, anytime. There we go. There we go. Oh, I should have said something else. Maybe 49. That was fluke, by the way. Yeah, that was fluke. I didn't. Guys, as long as you don't consider it that way, as long as you're surviving, just you make sure you survive for the first year or so, then everything works out slowly. Don't expect too much from yourselves, guys. Uh, Over trading. Tell me about it. I know what you mean. Over trading is a killer. Guys, I'm not gonna wait for AMC to take me out here. I'm gonna wait for it to take me out on this 50, 70, 50, 80s. So in fact, my original stop, that mental stop, original stop, but without the wick. So if it does come back up and takes me out, that's fine. It's alright. I gave it enough room for it to work out, and we are in that time frame as well where we have to be careful. Yeah, that's a good way to approach it. Definitely. AMC is just choppy. Too choppy. Usually AMC does have a little bit of follow through after my entry, but today somehow is quite choppy. By the way, GEVO is looking good. And it should 7 is the next area you want to take some out. 703s right about here. And then honestly there's not much. 741 could be the stop. Now if it does come back down to 7s, I'll take most of it out I did mention I took some out earlier. I believe it was 713s. 713s, somewhere there, I believe. I have to check. So that was my first partial. Now I'm waiting on it to actually hit that 7. If it does, I will take most of it out. I see. Yes, I missed that actually. I was actually looking at, and I had that plan. I mentioned it. It has to break 200, and if it does pull back and rejects, that is entry. But the problem is, I completely missed it. But the entry was 100% there. Right over here actually, 1380s, 1390s, with a stop just over 14s. Well, really tight stop. So 100% entry was there, but I just missed it unfortunately. Just a little bit busy, so doing some stuff. I agree, Andrew. It has been quite choppy. It's been really difficult to take money out of the market. That's what I would say. It's been extremely difficult. But these days are the days you wanna survive, or these weeks are the ones that you wanna survive. When things start to pick up, when things start to have more momentum, uh, you can just make up for it quite quickly. But it's the game, the whole idea behind this whole thing is survival in times like these. Ater. Over and under. My setup is there, but it's just a bit overextended for me. I'm not gonna take it, guys, but I will say this. There is a setup here, maybe a bit late, but there was a setup here around 12:28, 12:28. Could have been a bit late, by the way, with the stop under 12s. But what I'm seeing at the moment is a bit of an extension, and that move brought this whole pullback, retracement or correction, whatever you want to call it. But this could be another move towards 13 at least. So CHPT. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's game over. Game over. There's no. I wouldn't touch it. No. No way. I mean, if you have a system or setup, that's fine. But I'm looking at this and I'm saying no, can't. There's nothing. Volume. First of all, forget about the overextension or whatever. Volume isn't there. Just looks very, very dirty chart to me. Apart from this move here, this whole thing is dirty. Now, this could easily go down and maybe just do another $2. It could, but you know, I don't see that happening quite often. It usually is very choppy. And what is it, 21s? Yeah. So no, not for me. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm out of AMC. I'm out of AMC. And that will probably it. Right here. Just chop. A very small loser, 560 to 570. Like about 20 cents on AMC is not much really. A very small position size as well. So that's not too bad on AMC. It could easily be a chop, but I just don't like to stay in the chop. This whole thing should have worked out after this. Should have continued, but it didn't. So it's we are in the bad chop on AMC. Very typical Friday, guys, today. Friday could be like this. Ooh. Oh, really? Apple? For real? Oh. Okay, Apple. Okay. What's against Apple? That's not good. What is the lawsuit? How much is the law? Anybody know? What is the damage they're incurring? There might be a short in that case here, guys. Right over here, 152s and 153s. I am trying to short it. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Shit, it's gone. Whew. I was looking at the short of 152 around this area, guys. It's already gone. But that's no worries. No worries, IQ. I'll see you on Monday. Yeah, just they lost a lawsuit against Epic Games, so this is not good for Apple. So um, this I see a continuation on Apple, but you gotta time your entries, and also if it does wash off quite a bit, obviously investors are also waiting for this Apple to wash up around 5-10%, so they can start piling in again. You know. I'm watching Apple right about here actually, 153. It's good that I didn't take it there. 153s with a 153.20s. That's looking good actually. to just pop one more time. Pop one more time. Freaking hell, I chased it, guys. I chased it. I got 152 60s. 60s. Really wanted to get it here. There it goes. There it goes. Woo! Come on, Apple. Wash up. Really bad entry. I wanted to get it here. When it popped up, I just couldn't. And I had to chase it. There you go. Okay, this is interesting. Now it's looking good. We are getting there somewhere. 51s, 51s. Pull. Okay. Come on, come on, give me some. I'm trying to take some out, guys. I am trying to take some out right over here. 151 60s. I'm just watching the tape. It looks weak, guys. I might wait on the partial. It looks weak. 51 60s. Come on, come on. Break the lows. Break the lows. Come on. 63s. No, I'm gonna take some out, guys. 65s. It's fine. It looks weak, definitely. It does look weak, but 65 is okay. Need to bank in some. Need to bank in. Need my bank. I forgot about my stop. So we're looking at the stop over that wick there, and right about now I'm gonna leave it there, but if it does start to creep back up to my entry, I might exit on break even, because these things can reverse very quickly, and it's a momentum trade. I like these kind of trades because it does provide very quick reaction to my entries, which is perfectly as a proof here. Yeah, that's no good for Apple. Even if it's for briefly, that's just a negative news against Apple. Okay, this might have a really nice. It might continue nicely today, guys. Apple. I'm honestly targeting for 150 on this. 150. 150.50, I'll take some out, but 150 is where I'm gonna come out completely. So looking forward to that. By the way, anybody got into this short? Or was it too quick? There was plenty of chance on it, I think, especially after rejection of 153. Looking good. In and out. Okay, fair enough. At least you took it. I'm gonna put my stop just over my break-even point, guys. Just gonna put my stop over break-even point. I expect a little bit of a bounce. Is fine. If it does, now yeah, it looks good, guys. Okay, we are waking up now. Come on, let's wake up. Boom, 151 is hit. Take some more out. 15s, 15s, 10s of ours. Come on. Yep. There we go. 80s, 83s. Ooh, 80s, 80s. Right, guys. 150 80s. I took some out. 150 80s. A really, really good exit. Boom. Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's gonna affect Google as well for sure. If yeah, that's definitely gonna. But I'm not gonna trade Google. I hate trading Google. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yep, yep, yep. Go Apple. Oh, I might sound like a really evil guy, but what can I say? Apple is a big company, guys. Come on, they're gonna recover, right? What if they're dropping for a while, briefly, and I'm benefiting from it? Well, I'm not doing. Unbelievable. All right, 150 is coming up, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 150. Oh, come on. Yep, yep. Come on, one more time now. Let's go. 150s. 150s. Yeah, 150 is holding up nicely though. That's the thing. Gonna remaining shares will go over 152, guys. Whew. That 150 area, I just couldn't take it. I was planning to take everything off, but the way it's moving, it looks extremely weak. So I will take some, and I'll leave a runner. I'm gonna leave a runner on Apple. For real. Are you guys still in on it? Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Sorry about that. I really wish you had taken this because you've been. The thing is, you've been missing a lot. I know that, but you know it will come. There it goes. It's going towards the 150 again. If it does, I might actually take some more out or bring the stop down to 151s. Beautiful trade. What's happening? Oh, SPRT is. Whew. SPRT is gonna hold, guys. It's halted, right? It's got a hold. Yep. There we go. It's a hold. This is crazy. This is just nuts. This is, oh, thank goodness I'm not trading this, because it would have effed you up both sides. Damn. That's crazy, man. Shoot. Silver? Yeah. You go long and I'll follow you. First you do it though. Uh, Apple. Apple, that 150, you see that to the tick. To the tick. Like 150, what's the low? 150.05, something like that. Um, but I definitely have less than about 40, 45% left now. So I'm okay with that, with those exits. Beautiful. That should cover me for a week. And if this hit that, if it does go around to 150s and I get another partial, then yeah, definitely 1 week of losers should be covered. Yeah, same thing. I think Google is hitting worse than Apple, I think. Yeah, this is the thing about having a community or somewhere where we can talk about things. I've got only two eyes. If we work together, there's a lot of things we can capitalize on. Like for example, instantly Apple. I wouldn't know this. Honestly, I wouldn't know because one, I don't look at the headlines. I don't listen to headlines while I'm trading or whatever. If who was it? Who was it mentioned this? I think Tom, right? Oh, no. Solid. Sorry, War. So yeah, if War hadn't mentioned this, I would not have caught this beautiful trade, right? So it's extremely important to be involved in a community where we're trying to help each other out, call out trades, call out potential moves. That's the whole point. So yeah, War. Thank you for this trade. There might be another opportunity to add here if it starts to show sign of heaviness, weakness. Just gonna wait on it. I would rather wait for it to come up to 152s. At the moment, you can re-add to it, but your stop still has to be above 152. Just remember that. Yeah, just wait for it to pop over around the 152s now. If it is right about now, is struggling to go over 150, 160, so there is a potential re-add point here. I'm looking at the tape. It is quite fast, so yeah, that 67, 68 area is holding nicely, so I might add actually, guys. I'm gonna add 151, 59s. Okay. Around this area here. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, once this start to make its way down to 150 50s, our stop will just go over our re-entry, just around here, which will put us in a really really good position. Yeah, so more and more people are gonna start to realize that the news hasn't hit properly yet. Remember, once everybody knows, investors and things like that, they will start to pull out something from Apple. You know what I mean? So this could continue down the line. This could have quite a few days of red. So it might be a good idea to swing this even. That's what I'm thinking. But as you can see, nice. Oh, what an ad! What an ad! Love it. It doesn't get any better than that, guys. Come on. Come on. Silver, I thought you were done, man. Come on. Shut down your PC. Yeah, ZNG is moving. Yes. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Whoop. Come on. I'm going to take some out right here. I'm waiting for the tape to actually show a little bit. It's looking like 74, 70s, 67s. Yes, yes. Go, go, go. 68s. Yeah, it's pausing a little bit, but I think it will wash a little bit more. So I'm waiting on that. 67s. Okay, 71s. I'll take some out 71s, guys. Okay. My eyes are killing me now. Yeah, I see that. I see volume coming in, guys. So be careful if you're short on it. What, you were long on it? By the way, Apple, just putting the stop just over the react point. Very comfortable on this trade. Just gonna let it run, let it do its thing. So ISEE, let's have a look. Let's analyze this bad boy. Right, okay. Just ISEE is just choppy. I still think it wouldn't be able to keep climbing up. I still think there's a short opportunity, but I'll just leave it alone because just been chopping around too much. 2 trades on it, losers already. I don't want to give up the third one. Right, good. Stop loss at GEVO has been really nice, although it looks really slow and boring, but GEVO has been doing well. Nice. We are looking at Apple, looking really decent right about now, guys. Look at that bad boy. Apple, go. Come on, 150. That is beautiful. Wow, this is probably the longest I've stayed. Definitely worth it. Totally. Come on, Apple, one more round. Are we going for one more round? Break the 150. ISEE, keep an eye on it, guys. If you are short, be careful. This volume that came in, and if it does bring more volume, then it could pop as well. But anything above the VWAP, if it does close above the VWAP, then yeah, you wanna be careful staying in it. So anything under VWAP is okay, I think, to stay short. That's my opinion, anyways. Go, Apple. Trying to take some more out. I want to see if it 305 up. There it goes. It broke the 150, but it came back up. Jeez. So quite a bit of panic happening right about now. Huge amount of orders getting filled. 150.07. I'll take some out. 150.07. So I've taken some out. 150.07. Beautiful. Look at this volume. Look at this volume. The way it broke 150 and then came and reclaimed back up inside it. Just not too happy about it with this volume especially. So we'll see. Anyways, I don't have much left. I'm gonna put my stop over 150, 150. And yeah, there's not much I could ask from Apple. Yeah, both sides. I'm looking at both sides. Yeah. Ooh, okay, that's not too bad. Apple looks good. I do look at both sides. It takes a while. Uh, but if you are starting out, don't start looking with the uh, only one side. Only one side will do. I will suggest to only look for relevant side. What I mean by that is, let's say for example, if you're short on this and if you have a level 150 and that needs to break, well, you look at that bid and see what the bid is getting taken out or not, and how fast they are getting taken out, and if the numbers are filling up, are they getting taken out? Like for example, 150 had huge numbers, they got taken out badly, but it reclaimed. So, but then instantly came back and took out the 150. So things like that could put you in a really good position, especially when it comes to partials. Right now, I see a lot of panic coming in. 149, I will take some out as well. 149. I took some out around 149s, guys. I'll have to check around 149 17s, something like that. I don't have much left. I don't have 10%, barely 10%. Gonna put my stop over 150.50. That's where it held, and I'm gonna just let it run. Probably swing, but it's already done a huge move, guys. We're talking 155 to 149s for an Apple stock. As you can see on the daily, we haven't actually had that day forever, right? So it's a massive day. As you can see on the daily, we managed to catch, look at that, meat of the move, guys. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? There it goes. I see whoever's shorting this, be careful, especially if it does break and the volume came in. So something is off about this. Wow, Apple. Yeah, see what I mean by the panic not hitting over here. Only, people who are like really early at the news, like us. Um, and then over here we had a lot of other investors realizing, well, Apple is something wrong with Apple, right? And then now the panic is setting in with a lot of other retail investors. So that's what you see. It's all panic. It's all emotions. Otherwise, you wouldn't get to see this. This is one in a lifetime move in Apple, honestly. So you're actually watching the history in making. Yeah. Honestly, I see. Yeah, twice badly it got me. So I'm definitely down -2R on this, and that's my most loser, anyways. The rest is not much, to be honest. I had some decent trades on GEVO, for example. But I'm way ahead. I probably might have covered my few weeks losers, at least a week's loser, I would say. All right, all right. Alright guys, since we're not doing much, I am gonna be covering the trade recaps for the purpose of daily recaps. So let's go into the first trade. Right. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. So what I traded basically is starting with ISEE. Was quite patient with it, guys. Over here, I wanted to trade it over here, right over here for a short. I just was so patient with it. I would have lost quite a few before I actually took these trades. So that was a very well done from my side to wait up on it. But then once this started to reject after the fake breakout of the high of day, I started to look into shorts. So as it came down under EMA and it started to show sign of weakness, I shorted around 1435s with a stop 1462, got stopped out. But that was a very small loser. That first one was not much of a loser, to be honest. But this main one here, as it started to creep back up, and usually this is kind of sign of a reversal, a stable move up. It was definitely early. I was mentioning that this is early. I will be adding over 15 as well. So it was a preemptive move, preemptive setup that I have. Not didn't risk much at all on this. It's like 30%, maybe even less than that. So I was gonna definitely add to maybe at least 60% over 15s. Never came. Hang around a bit around this level and basically just flushed down. My stop was under VWAP and I got just shanked out of it, which was a great stop, don't get me wrong, but still I don't like to see this, although P&L wise it's not a big loser because this was 30% position, but I just don't like to look at this trade and say to myself, well, I can't do that, I shouldn't be doing this, but we have to remember, we can't win them all. Obviously, we can't get the perfect exits as well as stops. We will get those once in a while, as long as we are sticking by our stop, which I did. In those, I'm quite happy with the way it worked out. It's just a massive range for a stop for my setups. Anyway, so two losers definitely on IC. I would say minus 2R because of two losers. Probably not to minus 2R, but I will take it minus 2R. No worries, Andrew. Well, hang in there. I know you've been struggling with some really good trades, but yeah, you'll get there. Don't worry. As long as you're surviving, doing the right thing, that's all that matters. Have a good one, mate. Have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday. Anyways, back to trade recap. So I see a total result for IC for two trades is minus 2R. Then we had, actually we had the GEVO, GEVO. I don't know why I call it GEVO. But I started GEVO 755s short when it was showing sign of weakness right at the open. It didn't even bounce, tried to bounce. It just completely washed off. So on the pullback, 755's entry. Original stop was here, but that was mental stop. I was mentioning I need to wait for this to um, spike up and then come back in, which it did. So and then once it did that, I actually put my stop here. That was a hard stop, and I started trailing the stop now. Um, Managed to get a really good partial here at around 713s, I believe, 713s for this stock. 754s, 55s to 713s, around 40 cents, which is very good for this stock. Now I'm running the rest with just under my break even. On the break of VWAP, I'll come out of it. But if it does hit that 7, I will come out some more and leave very few for the last runner. So that's the whole plan with it. So far, really good. I've already gotten about at least 2 hour, even if it's partial, because my risk wasn't much. So right about now, as it stands, I'm up 2 hour on it easily. So there we go. So plus 2 hour on GEVO. Okay, what's next? The one that really messed, no, not really messed, but the one that we really missed was this trade here. We were actually taking a breakout setup. It did break out of this zone we were watching, this area here, breakout briefly, and then after this green candle started to work out, and then it was holding up somehow here. Looking at it, it's still a bit early, to be honest. The main entrance was obvious. That's hindsight thing. The entry was here, but whatever the case, we managed to enter about for 11 around under 1150s, 45s, and I had my stop just around 1130s. That was the hard stop. I got stopped out on it. Very small loser, about 10 cents, I would say. 10 cents. I think I was a bit too tight on it. I could have afforded to at least have 20 cents on this, but well, one of those things. It just took us out and then ran for like $1.50 and even more. So yeah, a big massive miss on that, guys. So on that, not much of a loser, to be honest. Probably minus 0.5 R. As I said, I could have risked a bit more on that, but I'm okay with that. Minus 0.5 R on Ater. All right, what is next? We traded AMC for a very small loser. AMC, very small loser. Where is it? Right here. Just about 50 60s to 50 75, 15 cents, 15 cents loser. I would definitely say about minus 0.5 on that as well, because my original stop was over the break of the VWAP, but minus 0.5 R. Boom, 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 boom. Right, so on AMC's trade, minus 0.5 R, probably not even that, but I'll keep it 0.5. So that was the AMC trade. The last but not least, thanks to War in the chat. So War sends out this message in the live stream saying, oh, Apple is washing, what's happening? There's some bad news on Apple. So I went ahead and checked around here. As you can see, many news after that, but these weren't here at that time. So the only news I saw was court issues, some sort of where was it? Let's have a look. Actually, it might be a bit further down. I saw, right over here. This was the first news that I saw. So judges ruling in Epic Games antitrust lawsuit against Apple. Now, as soon as I heard that, that is a big, massive news against Apple. And I thought, okay, this move has some momentum. It's going to create some more moves coming in. So that's when I shorted. I waited. It was a really good idea to wait for it to pop up Usually we do get this selling off initially and then pop up and then rejection, and that rejection was a clue for me. Managed to enter, managed to get entry 152 60s with a stop just over that wick, and then just partial. And beautiful thing about this trade was, as it popped up for a healthy pullback, as you can see, looks very heavy. It doesn't want to go up. You can clearly see that it's tired, it wants to go down. So really top ticked on this bar here, my second entry, re-entry. So whatever I have taken out here pretty much was brought back in on Apple here, which was massive. This and then second second set of partials came, 150 70s, 150 150s, all those big round numbers. Basically every dollar that it moved, I took the partial off. So massive trade for me, especially because of this ad. I think what I'm thinking on this one is at least 7+ hour on it, maybe even more. I'll have to check it properly, but the what we're looking at is this being the risk. That was the risk, and we had so basically because of this ad here, my average exits would come down about this much, maybe even more, because of that ad, because I managed to take partials at the low and then managed to add higher. So my average entries were like here actually. So if you look at it that way, if my average entry is here and then my stop is there, we are looking at a huge number there. So this is even not correct. I think we're looking at something like that probably. Yeah. So I'll definitely say I don't know, 5, 6, 7 hours. So I don't know what to say really. Yeah. I've got only 10% left. I took pretty much whatever I could, guys. I mean, from a trade, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 partials. When I take 5 partials, it's massive. So I am okay with that. The rest, I'm leaving it. The 10% remaining is 150.60, just over 150.50. Even if it does take me out, it's not going to affect my R that much. Only 10%. So I'll have to calculate it properly later, but I will definitely say around 6 hours, maybe even more. I think it's more, but let's just stick to the lowest part of it. There we go. Beautiful 6 hour plus trade on Apple, and I am done for the day after this move. Once I shut down my PC, I'm gonna trail stop this if it does work out. If it does decide to drift more, 10% will be probably even swing it, but I'll keep it there and leave it there. So that's pretty much it, guys. I think total we are looking at, so on the losers we had -3 hour total, and then the winners we had 2 hour on GEVO and 6 hour on this plus. Yeah, so I would say 8 hour. I did not expect my day to be turning out to be 8 hour. Honestly, I was happy with the break even. So 8 hour on the plus side, so -3, so 5 hour, sorry, 5 hour for the day total. I really didn't expect my day to be plus on the green side, let alone +5. But as I said, guys, as I mentioned earlier, you just need to survive in this game. You know, when you have hit that one trade, it could come today, tomorrow. It could be back to back, 1, 2, 3 trades like this. But you gotta be taking your setups. You've got to take those setups when there's a chance, especially something like this. You've got to pull that trigger. Otherwise, you know, you're just not relying on your data. So, yep. it just pay off, guys. It does pay off to be persistent. That's pretty much it for the day, guys. Any other questions? I haven't been looking. Silver, I thought you were trading with your dad. Wow, that's good. Uh, as long as the family is green, it's okay, Silver. You know, dad, son, daughter, whichever, man. As long as you get the green, we're good. Um, green family. That's what I like. Yes. Eventually, we're gonna end up our whole stream. What I want to see is our one day, uh, you know, 10 hours or 8 hours happen, and all of our stream has taken it. 90% of the stream has taken it. That's when I will be like, yes. That's when I will like, that's it. That's why I'm doing this. Anyways, um, that will be it, guys. Oh, that's nice. Hulk, yes. um, I wish you best of luck. I wouldn't expect too much after in the afternoon as well on Friday. However, power hour on Friday can be a bit of a chop. Really, it could be good or bad. Depends on how you which side you are. But there will be some moves later on. So, but I will not be trading. If you are trading yourselves, be very careful. Control your risk. That's what I would say. Alright, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. I will shut down everything now. Finally. Cheers, guys.